Hey guys, Woods Farm here. Just gonna cut some wood today. Just out in no man's land. Gonna look for some standing dead that we can cut up and put right in the wood pile. This guy looks like a pretty good candidate. That's a maple. There's also some live ash that I'm gonna cut, and we're gonna work on these trails. This is the main trail, and I want this to be a truck trail eventually. So there's a few ash trees along the edges that I want to take down and widen the trail. That way it's easier for vehicles to get in here. Right now you can drive a truck through here, but it's a little tight. Unfortunately, just cut through some little critter's nest. Just searching around for some good ash trees. I want to stick close to the trail so it's easy to get the wood out. Not a bad little haul. Gotta split this, get it piled in the wood shed, but just cut down another ash tree there. There's a lot more along this trail that I gotta put down on either side just to widen it out. But that's lots of good firewood. Well, it's time to feed the horses. Gotta get the tractor going. It's not too cold. Shouldn't be a problem. Probably just jinxed it. Just show you guys, I'm using one of these oil pan heaters, and I know for a fact this makes a difference. Last year, the last couple of years, I've been storing the tractor in a Quebec garage. Before that, I stored it inside my garage during the winter, but for various reasons I had to move it to make more space in the garage. And the last couple years it was out in the Quebec garage, it was kind of giving me problems on colder days. I thought about putting an inline heater, and I kind of chickened out. I might still do that because actually it's not that hard really. You just splice into the rad hose. But I bought one of these, and honestly it was night and day on really cold days, and I seen the difference right away on how well it cranked over, and which really helps on the startup. So they're not that expensive. I think it's worth it. And for those real cold mornings, quick start. A lot of guys hate using this stuff. It can blow your engine up, blah, blah, blah. But when it's 25 below and you got to get your tractor going, this stuff saves the day. Oh, somebody's hungry. That's Star. That's Sonny with his ass to us. And that's Kiddo. We've been using one of these slow feed hay nets for a couple years now. I think they're well worth the investment. Before, even with the hay feeder, they were pulling so much hay out and throwing it over the sides and then trampling on it. There was a lot of wastage. I did some calculations, and I figured this was stretching our round bales by 1 day on average. Maybe sometimes a little longer, but by a day. So that doesn't seem like a lot, but with 3 horses and over the course of the winter, I mean, pays for itself, immediately. So there's a trick to getting these nets on. I'm sure everyone has a kind of a different way of doing it. But what I do is, the guy I get my hay from, he recently switched to this netting stuff, which I don't like. I prefer the old baler twine, because you could put the net on, drop it in the field, and you could actually cut the twine between the mesh of the net and just pull it out. This is all kind of one piece, so it makes it more difficult to use the hay net. But I start by cutting, 8 or 6 inches at the bottom, because I found when I was dropping it on the ground, it was getting caught because it kind of overlaps the bottom edge. So I cut that away, leave the majority of it, put the net on. Drop it in the field so it's kind of resting on the bottom of the net, and then I peel the net back, cut away the mesh, pull the net back over, tie it up securely from the top, and that's it. The old way I was able to actually put the opening of the net on the bottom, which was nice, but anyways, it works. right away it's a feeding frenzy. So now I gotta deal with these beasts.